Santa's little helpers, Jacob Hester and
Matt Flynn,
are taking over Off the Bench, presented by All-Star Toyota. Tune in for some naughty and nice sports talk this Christmas season. Live from
Raising Cane's
studio, here's Jacob Hester and
Matt Flynn.
It's time to scream and shout. And everybody's playing 'cause school's out. Celebrating the special times we share. Happiness 'cause love is in the air. And all the love will show 'cause everybody knows it's Christmas time. And
all right, welcome back in OTB hour number 3. Before we get to some weekend winners, I want to tell you about our friends over at Trash Rangers. TrashRangers.com is the website. Residential, commercial service. Hopefully you didn't forget the trash this morning, but if you're a Trash Rangers customer, the good part is, well, they send you a weekly text reminder. Hey, guy, it's trash day. You should probably go put the trash out so you don't get in trouble. Right? Nobody else has that service, but that's what Trash Rangers has. Roll-off dumpsters, 3 different sizes to choose from as well. They're always going to make sure you have the right size dumpster on your project. Don't forget about the sanitation department, brand new. From portable toilets to ADA units to septic service, they have got you covered. Go to the website today. That is TrashRangers.com. And now let's get to some weekend winners.
That's how winning is done.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've got too far.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Are you doing what it takes to win a championship?
Wow, winning.
Well, then I guess there's only one thing left to do.
What's that?
Win the whole thing.
All right, I'm going to start out. Weekend winner is going to be the AFC. Why is the AFC, the entire AFC, a weekend winner? Because the Kansas City Chiefs aren't in their way. Woo! It's been multiple years in a row. Every year since, I believe, 2019, the Chiefs have been in the AFC Championship game. So
not just the playoff.
That's
the
pretty
AFC
good.
Championship game.
That's a pretty good run that old Kansas City has had there. So it is now your path. You now have an opportunity. You don't have the cheat code of Patrick Mahomes, one of the best quarterbacks that we've ever seen, in your way. So as we look at it, Denver, certainly one of those teams, the only team in the AFC that has clinched the playoffs, but Patriots, Bills, somebody's got to win it in the North. The Jags, the Texans, the Chargers. The world is your oyster. You have a chance to make it to the Super Bowl in San Fran. Best of luck, weekend winner.
Go get it, guys. Y'all got a shot at it. Who mostly is going to benefit from this? Will we say Josh Allen?
Yeah, because
Lamar?
there's a chance Lamar's not in it.
Right.
Burrow's out of it.
Yep.
If you're Josh Allen, you're happy about it. There's also a lot of pressure on you. You got to go get it this year.
You got a ton of pressure.
You got to go get it.
Yeah, and do all that just to probably get beat in the AFC Championship to a second-year quarterback, whether it's with the Patriots or the Broncos. And I get it. The Bills they won yesterday. Patriots kind of blew that one. They were up 21-0, I think, in the first quarter.
21-0 in the first, 24-7 at half.
Yeah. They blew that one. Josh Allen did Josh Allen things. So, yeah, you're right, though. I mean, that puts a ton of weight on Josh Allen's shoulders with Mahomes now being out of it. But what an opportunity. Go get it. It was easy. Everybody would do it. All right, my weekend winner. This right here.
John Cena?
John Cena, baby.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go. Mr. John Cena. He wraps up, wrestled in his final match of his wrestling career. I think his body, admittedly, his body was breaking down a little bit. Couldn't do the things that he wanted to do. But he lost. He lost to, is it Gunther? Gunther?
Yeah.
I don't know who it was. Gunther?
Yeah.
Which one?
I mean, either way, I mean, that's
Yeah.
hard to say.
So he lost to him on Saturday night in the final match of like a
Hester
wrestling
boys were
playoff.
watching.
The last time is now tournament. And kind of like looked like a ceremonious tap out at the end. Kind of gave the crowd a smile. Went out on his own terms with a little tap out. A little controversial in the way he did kind of go out there. But what a career. I think his first match was in 2002. His first WWE championship was in 2004, of course. Made famous the "you can't see me" type situation. 17-time world champion John Cena. And this past Saturday too, the highest grossing arena gate in WWE history was Saturday night. And what I thought was the coolest thing, I think he's become a really likable guy. Obviously, outside of wrestling, had some really funny movies. Has been kind of just really cool outside of everything.
Watch Total Divas. You won't like him anymore.
Oh, really?
Or Total Bellas. Yeah.
All right. Isn't he married to one?
They were together.
They were together.
Yeah. They were engaged. Yeah, him and Nikki Bella.
Gotcha. But
okay.
All right. Fair. Okay.
He's the heel on that
what
show.
You did that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Most requested celebrity ever in the history of the Make-A-Wish Foundation, personally granting over 650 wishes.
What a guy.
Wow.
Yeah. Right?
Jeez, Pete.
You kidding me? So, for his career,
For the kids.
we literally, from now on, cannot see you.
True.
Very true.
That's crazy. I used to watch him when I was a kid.
Wild, huh?
We used to go to Mexico and I'd buy like super cheap shirts from the flea market with John Cena on them.
Yep.
What's
So you
that,
just bought out like a blank shirt?
Yeah.
What's that movie where he's in it? It was one of his like movie debuts. I think it was a comedy. Something about it was their kids are going to prom, and he
Oh yeah.
Blockers.
blockers. Yes,
Blockers.
cock blocker. Yeah, and he does the butt chug. Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Remember
I don't
that?
think I saw that one.
What, you didn't?
I don't think so.
Hilarious. Blockers. And there's a picture of a rooster on it.
Yep. But you just said it.
Yep. That's what
It's okay.
Is
Talking about chicken.
Something about South Carolina. He's good.
True.
The Gamecock.
Lenore Sellers is coming back. It looks like to
Oh,
South
in the
Carolina.
chat. In the chat, Evan said, don't buy in those whack corporate stats. I don't know what they are.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know if they're whack.
I try to give him a weekend winner, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't really watch
what
it.
a
I don't
career.
watch wrestling.
Yeah.
Is this guy trying to say that wrestling stats are fake?
No.
My
No
day's
way.
ruined.
There's no way.
I think he's talking about the attendance.
Oh, the gate. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe the Make-A-Wish stat? That'd be a weird
Oh.
stat
That'd
to
be a
make
crazy
up.
stat to
That'd be a
make
stat.
up.
No,
Weird stat
I've
to
always heard that throughout
Yeah.
his that he's really good about
I don't
that.
know. You know, hand of the year. The ticket stuff. All right. It's fake. According
Fake
to the
news.
Bayou Ford chat.
Nobody went. Nobody went to the fight.
Nobody went.
It's like COVID. Those are all fake people. That
Maybe
are
it's
just-
top 5?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't care enough to
Yeah.
try to figure it out, to be honest. Weekend winner for me. I know that here in the studio, we have been some Spencer Rattler truthers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that we don't like Tyler Shuck. We just think that Spencer Rattler, like, you should have been given like a little bit more leeway than you were given, whatever. But I have to give Tyler
Let's
Shuck.
go.
Absolutely.
Shuck
Let's go, Tyler
if you
Shuck.
buck.
Woo! Good
Gotta
job,
give
Doug.
Tyler Shuck a weekend winner. Gotta give the Saints a weekend winner. I told y'all yesterday that I was watching the end of that game with like a smile, unintentionally a smile was just on my face because the Saints won and
Right.
they did it in a close game versus whoever the person that is first in the division. Shout out to the Saints. Shout out to
Let's
Tyler
go.
Shuck for making it happen. Could not be happier.
One
Even though
thing-
we suck, it just makes me so happy when we win.
One thing that we're not afraid to do here on this show is admit when we were wrong.
Yeah.
The move to Tyler Shuck is the right one now,
Yeah.
looking back on it.
Yeah,
now,
for sure.
That's why we talked about, like, Spencer Rattler wasn't the reason that you were losing. But
Yeah.
give it to Shuck. He is the reason that you're winning.
You're winning
these games
because
now.
of your quarterback.
So,
great.
look, hand up. And now you've got, in my opinion, I think in all of our opinion, a healthy quarterback
Yeah.
room. You got two guys that I think you can go win some football games
Right.
with. So
Please don't draft
with
a
you.
quarterback.
Well, and
Yeah, you
know,
don't need to.
I was talking to
Draft
Matt
all the
about it.
pieces that
I'm
you
with you.
need around him.
I was talking to Matt about it before the show. He was playing outside a little bit yesterday and didn't
Yeah,
get
I
to
was
catch
playing
the
outside
game.
a
But
lot yesterday.
no, I mean it's 3rd and 11 plus multiple times, and he's just ripping it down the seam. I mean, Devon Vele, we talked about him, like the impact he's made, but Tyler Shuck is going out there making plays. Like Tyler Shuck is not managing the game; he is winning the game for you, and it was impressive to watch. Like really, these last 2 weeks, the step he's made has been incredible.
I didn't put it in this group chat. I'm in the LSN group chat too, and we were talking about it yesterday, and I was like, this feels like the turning point. You know, like we hired Kellen Moore. We have this young quarterback that we're finally starting to figure out, like, okay, you've got some moves in you.
Yeah.
And now go do the right thing in the draft. You have Kellen Moore that I said this earlier, but I feel like Mickey doesn't really have a lot to do with some of the roster decisions that have been made lately. I feel like that's Kellen Moore a little bit, maybe. I don't know how much authority they give him, but I feel like we should give more credit to Kellen Moore than we are Mickey Loomis, just because I don't really believe that Mickey Loomis is making smart moves. There's just no way.
I don't know.
I refuse to believe it.
Vele.
But was that Mickey or was it Kellen being like, hey, we should go get this guy, Devon Vele or whatever, but just do the right thing in the draft. Pick up a good wide receiver, maybe a tight end, because we don't know what Juwan Johnson's like. We never know. Like, yeah, get you an edge rusher, get literally everything.
Yeah.
And let's see, this could be a turning point for the Saints organization here with
And
a
lot of young talent.
young head coach, young talent. I'm getting excited about the Saints, guys.
I think a lot of people are, just like you just laid out. You look. It looks to be like you got your potential quarterback of the future. You got a young head coach that. You know, he just left a Super Bowl winning team and their ass on offense now
their
after
offense
he
looks
left.
terrible.
So you got a lot of positive, but just
bring me
be
back
cautiously
to earth.
optimistic.
Okay.
You still
I'm getting
have
too
Mickey
excited.
Loomis
Yeah.
making the decisions on to do the right thing. Maybe he will. Like you said, the draft class is turning out to be pretty good.
Yeah.
The Vele trade looked terrible at first. So constant, never-ending self-improvement. Maybe that's what Mickey's subscribing to right now. So
Yeah.
You were
maybe
talking
I'm
about
getting
it.
too excited.
You were talking about it on Friday. Which
celebrate the victories.
Which NFC team looks the best 5 years from now? We're in the next 5 years, and you know we talked to Panthers, we talked to Bucks, and everything. Panthers don't have a quarterback. I've always believed that. I don't think the Atlanta Falcons have a quarterback, at least not anything we've seen. The Bucks do, but a lot of their stars around Baker Mayfield are getting older. Shuck's got some younger players. If you add pieces to that, like I'm not saying it's going to be, but I mean, hell, why not? Why can't it be the Saints? Like I think you're in a better quarterback situation than two teams in your division.
Yeah. If you're going to be an ass team, you might as well be in an ass division.
Yeah.
So, boom.
Fair.
Looking up, Saints. Let's go. Hey, Taylor, do you have buyer's remorse yet on the Buccaneers?
No, I'm good.
You're just not a fan anymore.
No, I don't have buyer's remorse.
Okay.
I mean, if the Cowboys like the 2 seed and I missed it.
That's true too.
Somebody in the chat just said this show hates Chuck. Well, we
just-
literally just said we don't.
We just made him the weekend winner.
Yeah. Just said he's probably your future quarterback, which is awesome.
All right, they're telling me to calm down.
Who?
They're telling me to calm down on the positivity. Okay.
Got to celebrate
Sorry,
the
guys.
wins.
So I got really excited last night, or not even last night, yesterday.
Okay, somebody in the chat said Tyler Shuck's not making plays, or he's not winning games for you. And my response was, as Jake would say, tell us why. You can't just say that without giving an explanation. Their response
just
was,
won.
Tyler Shuck hasn't played in a single big games. These are not competitive teams he's played. One of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers are
They're both
going
in
to
first.
the playoffs. One of them's going to have a winning record by the end of the season.
Yeah.
How are these not competitive teams?
The Panthers just beat the Rams.
The Panthers just beat the Rams until the Bucks got banged up. They started the season 5-1. Like these are
They
good
beat
teams.
Green Bay in Lambeau.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Doesn't
they're
matter.
Bad versus bad teams. And
It
good
apparently
versus
doesn't
good
matter.
teams. Obviously, they're not good versus good teams because they just got beat by the Saints.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. Saints are good.
Booyakasha.
All right, weekend winner for me. I can't believe it's taken us this long to mention it, guys. The LSU men's basketball
Oh,
team.
my next one.
huge
win.
win over
Wanna
the
show you
SMU
that
Mustangs.
I had it ready to go.
Nice.
Okay.
They are 9-1 on the season. They got a quad 1 win over the SMU Mustangs. They are 31 in the net rankings. Look, I know basketball has all these different metrics, but they're sitting pretty right now as they get closer to SEC play. This is probably the biggest out-of-conference win that Matt McMahon's had. I know he beat Kansas State a couple years ago, and that was quad 1. That team fell apart. I think SMU is a lot better than that. They're 9-1. And the biggest thing was you had the stinker last weekend against Texas Tech, and everyone's response, I get it, was, well, LSU finally played a good team. They're done for. LSU shot 17% from 3 against Texas Tech, 47% on Saturday night, 83% from 3, 62% from the court as a whole. Every single statistical category you needed to win, you won against a really good SMU team. You out-rebounded them by 12, and they're a pretty good team as well. I mean, you go look, Max McKinnon. I understand you don't have a lot of shooters, but when Max McKinnon's on, he's on. He was 6 for 7 from 3. Markel Sutton might be your best all-around player. I mean, we talked about having a legitimate point guard in De'Don Thomas. If your shooters around him can do what they did on Saturday, then you got a shot against anybody you played. Does that mean they're a tournament team? No, not necessarily. Maybe not yet, but it was a step in the right direction and a big rebound that they needed.
No doubt a step in the right direction. SMU had already gone on the road in the SEC and gotten victory. So that's a good win against a SMU team that's going to win a lot of games.
I told y'all I was waiting for the Texas Tech game to get excited, and we didn't do great against Tech.
No.
But this SMU win, it's a really big quad 1 win. Yeah,
for sure.
You go on the road and do it, or I guess it was neutral, but
I mean, SMU's only loss before this game to LSU was on the road against Vanderbilt, who's the only undefeated team in the SEC left. So SMU have been playing some really quality basketball. So now you've got Vanderbilt, who's undefeated, Georgia and LSU both 9-1, and everybody else has at least 2 losses in the SEC. So again, I'm not calling for
Basketball school
for a deep tournament run here, but it is certainly a sign in the right direction that you are improving off what you were from a year ago, where 14 teams in your league out of a 16-team league made the tournament, and you weren't one of them.
yeah.
So, in the right direction. All right, we will take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to Go Tommy's, Geaux, Tommy's with a Y.com. Tommy's windows, doors, and siding. When you go to the website, you'll clearly see the difference. Check out the testimonials of past clients right there on the homepage. Check out the gallery of work right there on the homepage. Check out the banners, the award-winning banners on the homepage of the website. They hadn't even added the latest one, 2025 Best Windows in Baton Rouge and the Advocate. That went to Tommy's Windows, Doors, and yes, also siding. Go to the website today, gotommys.com.
That's right, gotommys.com. If you hire Tommy to do your job, if you got a project happen, renovation, maybe just replacing a few windows or doors, whatever it is, make sure you give them a call. Just talk to them about the project because they are the expert. They have the best doors, the best windows, the best siding, and also if they install it all, lifetime warranty on everything that they touch over there. So give them a call. Make sure you get them on just to talk about the job. GoTommys.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
It's 10 o'clock before I say a word. Baby, I can never tell. How do you sleep so well? You keep telling me to live right, to go to bed before the daylight. But then you wake up for the sunrise. You know you don't gotta pretend. Baby, now and then, don't you just wanna wake up dark as a lake, smelling like a bonfire, lost in the haze. If you're drunk on life, babe, I think it's great. But while in this world, I think I'll take my whiskey and leave. My coffee bag in my bed at 3. You're too
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB. I know we've talked about the high school state championship games but there is one that is everywhere. Sports Center, Bleacher Report, Sporting News, whatever site that you look at, it is on there. That is the Shaw versus St. Charles Catholic game. And what a run by both teams. District foes played each other earlier in the regular season. St. Charles Catholic won it in a runaway. It was 24-0 or something around that. And St. Charles Catholic, man, you talk about finding your way won't be denied. I mean, we played them on the road in their place in the semifinals, and we got an extra point block to take the lead with like a minute and a half left. They win that game in overtime. A couple calls I'd like to talk about, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about St. Charles Catholic finding a way to win a championship. And Tate, I'll throw this one to you because obviously you call high school games every single week. Most improbable high school ending that I can remember?
Easily, at least in the state championship, right? I mean, you'll see regular season games that get a little wonky, but okay, so they take a knee with about 35 seconds left. The guy throws his helmet in the air too early. You see another player down here. They're already shaking hands. They think this game is over, but they get a penalty because they had celebrated too early.
Oh. Even the St. Charles Catholic. So when the Shaw player throws his helmet, St. Charles Catholic linebacker is unzipping his helmet. The chin strap zip. Like he's about to take his off. Like he is right there. And I don't know if his sideline's like, no, but like he is going to lift his helmet off too.
It was just St. Charles Catholic. Like I'm not trying to bash on Shaw. Their coaching staff was more aware of the situation, I guess, because to your point, it looked like he was going to give up on it too early, but chugging the helmet up in the air, you got to be more aware. And then when they went to punt, because it's 3rd and 25 now, the punt was blocked. And it shanked. I mean, it falls out of bounds at around the 35-yard line. But also not an easy field goal. I think this wound up being a 47-yarder.
And did he just miss the extra point?
He just missed an extra point. Which, when I'm watching it, my father-in-law, they were in town, he comes in, he's like, man, they missed. I said, that kid? When we played him, he was like booming all the extra points and field goals. I was like, that kid is a stud kicker. Like
so he gets out at the 28, so a 45-yard field goal. And I mean, the guy nails it.
Oh, it'd have been good from 60. And I mean it. Like if we watch the end of this kick, watch where it hits on the net. Like it was up on the net. I mean, remarkable for a high school kicker to be able to do that.
Now, let me say something. Like, I don't want to be like, I don't know if this is controversial or not. Like, congratulations to St. Charles for winning. Like, awesome. You can't ever take that away. But I'm looking at it. When the penalty was called, there's 25 seconds on the play clock, 24 seconds on the game clock. The game's over. How many times do you see, like, when you take a knee and there's less time on the game clock than the play clock, that means the game is over at that point.
Yeah.
Right? The clock runs down. There shouldn't be a flag thrown on a celebration. Most of the times when that happens, the teams start walking off the sideline to go greet each other with time still ticking off on the clock. Like I saw handshakes, I think last week in the NFL, people handshake and there's 15 seconds left on the clock. Like that's people from the sideline, not even the people just on the field. A kid throwing his helmet in the state championship game, it is a Bush League call.
I will say, at least the games that I've done this year, they are really big on like, wait till the clock strikes zero.
So what?
I get it.
I mean, but the thing I said to Katie, and look, I know there's going to be some people, the rules are rule. I get that. The thing I said to Katie is what you just said. I said, how many times do you think that player for Shaw has seen in college football, in the NFL, in a big game win with the time winding down and both teams looking like they're, conceding to the game, them take their helmets off and start to celebrate. Again, right, wrong, or indifferent, whichever way you fall, like, I feel so bad for that young man.
That number
for the
50
rest
is
of
going
his
to
life. That is something that he has to think about.
And maybe if he walks,
and he's seen it on TV 1,000 times.
Maybe if he walks towards the sidelines and then throws his helmet up. I mean, I'm guessing. This is a total guess on my part. Maybe like he's in the middle of the field, he throws it up in front of everybody. That's just, I don't know.
Once that knee touches the ground and there's less time on the game clock than the play clock, the game is over.
Yeah.
Period. I don't care if there's 39 seconds left in the game and the play clock says 40. The game is over. Everybody's conceding. The guys are handshaking on the field. That number 50's got to live like I live with, like, I think about often losing in the semifinals my senior year, and I played well. Like, I didn't make a mistake like that to, like, lose the game or anything. Can you imagine what that kid's going to be thinking forever? Now, on the flip side, if that doesn't happen, the kid that missed the extra point thinking the same thing. I get it. There's winners and losers, but like, to do this, you won the game. The game is over when he takes the knee. The person that should be living with is that dumb ref.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, 31 seconds left in the game, 40-second play clock.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I hope he feels bad about it, because you don't throw that flag.
It's
absolute bush league.
I feel you that you can't do it, but and look, I also give credit to St. Charles Catholic for not giving up. Like, once they were given a new life, for finding a way to win. Kicking a 44-yard field goal in high school is almost impossible. Man, that's tough. And look, again, it was a heck of a run by St. Charles Catholic. Every 50-50 play went their way, and sometimes that's how it is in a playoff run. I'm talking about the semifinals and in the finals. Every 50-50 play went their way. And, you got to cash those in, and they did. But, man,
yeah, someone on here does say it wasn't the last play. See, I don't like.
It was first down.
First down. They had 2 timeouts, but still 2 timeouts of the game.
But it looked like their players were
They
walking
conceded.
off towards the sideline, and they were about to take their helmet off. So it did look like they were both. Yeah. So, heck of a game. Shaw, like I said, great fight by Shaw. They lost to St. Charles Catholic. I think it was 24-0 in the regular season, and to come back and to have that kind of game, and credit to St. Charles Catholic for never giving up and having an opportunity and finishing that game just because you got that opportunity. But again, I'm thinking about, man, for that player, for that young man, like, he's seen that on TV 1,000 times, and he's celebrating what he thinks is a state championship game back to back for Shaw.
And Blake, I get it. Blake Miller in the chat here saying they had 2 timeouts. I got it. It was first down, right? Doesn't matter if you have 2 timeouts.
I know all the situation, my guy. I do. I'm saying, but he saw the other team. Like, watch the video, you can see. So, either way, look, it's just a tough call against. I guess the young man's going to have that forever.
But it went viral. Louisiana high school football, baby.
And also, like, for Shaw, let's after it all happened. You're taking 2 more knees. All right, so that was first down. You back up 15 yards. Okay. So the clock stopped. Now you're on second down. Take a knee, timeout. Third down. Take a knee, timeout. Fourth down, play. You should not have been taking a knee in that situation either, especially out of shotgun and losing 5 yards. So it gave them the field position as well. So you back up 15. You're taking a knee out of gun, 5 more yards. Taking another knee out of gun, 5 more yards. Once you realize that you could not finish the play clock because the penalty gave them a timeout, they had 2 more. You run a play.
Yeah,
you don't take a knee.
After the penalty was called,
you run a play. A safe play, but you got to run a play because now you can't. And so when you're running a play, what does that do? Well, take some time, more time off the clock. And if you're going to take a knee, you don't just go down. You wait. You hang around. Wait till they get somebody in the backfield, and then you take a knee.
To your point, that gave him, 10 yards?
Yeah.
And taking a knee out of shotgun?
You could have gotten rid of at least 8, 9, 10 more seconds, even if you were taking a knee, but just by waiting until they got into the backfield.
Because even if the punt is still blocked, again, you're 10 yards further up. Can the kid make a 54-yarder?
That's what I'm saying. Well, hell, it looked like
it looked like it, yeah.
That kid, man, that kid's a stud. Good for him, too, for missing that extra point and coming back and being nails.
Hell of a
44-yarder.
What a game, though.
Gosh. I mean, it is good for Louisiana high school football. I mean, it's everywhere. It was everywhere.
Yeah, I
tell you what, the St. Charles coaching staff, too, like, they do a great job. Like, you can tell they do a fantastic job. There's attention to detail in everything that they do. But, like, if you watch him on the sideline during all of that, he was, like, calm, stayed in the moment, didn't lose focus.
Oh, yeah.
Was like, that was impressive, too.
Yeah, to be able to compose your team after that, like, either team getting composure back after that is a challenge. Having to go and execute a punt, execute all that stuff after something like that. But I like this. This is great stuff. This is good stuff. A lot of differing opinions here in the chat. I said it was a bad call. Shouldn't have done it. Dumb. To my shock, people disagree with that.
Shouldn't shock you that sports opinions differ.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why sports are so great.
Again,
I
if they let that let it go, I don't think anybody is complaining about him taking his helmet off. That they called it to the letter of the law, sure. I don't love it. Feel bad for the young man, but I also want to give credit to St. Charles for finishing. So both things for me can be true. I wish they wouldn't have called it, but credit to St. Charles for finding a way and ending the game. Mm-hmm. It was a hell of a playoff run by them. And Shaw. Hell. Shaw was going from back to back.
But seriously, congrats to all the teams that made it to the Dome. And I just hope that number 50 can find some sort of solace somewhere down the road, because that's going to be a tough one.
It's going to be very tough.
Mm-hmm.
Very tough.
We got your back, though.
And then you had the Car St. Aug game, which I think was probably the second biggest crowd. My guy Jeff kept calling it the largest or maybe the largest. I wanted to text him and be like, 1999 West Monroe Evangel was the largest. I was there. Real good game. I think we were number 2 or 1 in the USA Today national poll, and West Monroe was like 9 or 10 in the USA Today national poll. We were both undefeated. Hell of a game. It was an incredible game. Incredible game.
So a big weekend winner, Louisiana high school football.
I think so. Mm-hmm. I definitely think so. You had some incredible games. You had some close scores. You went viral. You had your best team in the state, Edna Carr, take care of business in front of an incredible crowd. So, yeah. Now let's go to next year.
Refocus.
All right, yeah.
Hester Clan's going to be ready.
We are. I'm telling you something. We're going to be ready. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. I don't know what division everybody plays in now, because every year everybody goes up, goes down. Hell, I don't know where my son's team's going to be. But when we figure that out, we'll be ready to go.
Old J Bones.
Shout out J Bones.
Shout out J Bones.
All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to RussellPools.com, the website for, you guessed it, Russell Pool Company. The thing we always tell you about is go take a look at their homepage. Check out the gallery of work that they've got building dream pools throughout the state. Now, your dream pool is your dream pool, and you've been dreaming about it probably for a very long time. So you've probably got an idea of what you want, but I always encourage you to do it, because maybe there's one little detail that you want to add from somebody else's dream pool that you want to add in. And they've done everything that you can imagine there at Russell Pool Company, so they can do it for your pool, your space as well. Financing options right there on the homepage as well. Go to RussellPools.com.
Yeah, from design to the drawing portion of it, to the maintenance of it, to the build-up, literally everything. So if you've been thinking about a pool, if it's one of those bucket list items, maybe you got a young family, you got young kids, you want to do it before they get too old, kind of like where we're at in our lives, man, just give them a call. Start that process. They got 2 landscape architects on staff right there. They can help you draw it, design it, build it, every single thing right there. RussellPools.com.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here, live from the Raising Cane studio. Remember, it's always a great time to go for Dose for the holiday season, holiday party. Make sure you've got a nice chest full of ice cold Dos Equis. It is a great time sitting by the fire, cold weather, fire on, feet up, Dos Equis in hand. Some people would call that utopic.
I would.
Hey, stop typing in all caps. I know you're angry over there. We're talking about the great people over at Dos Equis.
Couldn't be happier. I'm going to have me a Dos Equis tonight.
Dos Equis is the perfect beer to pair with the holiday season. So truly make sure your holiday party has the right beer, which is Dos Equis. Go for Dos. You typing so aggressive for over there, bud?
I'm not aggressive. I'm just typing. Just because I'm on all caps doesn't mean it's aggressive. Okay. I'm always all caps.
That's fair.
So I tried to, I always try to petition for an all caps Friday, but no one ever does it. So I just go all caps all the time. Yeah. I wish in the chat you could do like different fonts and stuff. It'd be fun. Colors.
Highlight certain words.
Yeah. Yeah. Underline, bold, italics. I got a question for you. Is it time are we worried about Joe Burrow? He seems really sad.
I think he needs to go somewhere else.
He seems really sad. Well, he said like no team's winning with the way I played today.
He did play bad, obviously.
He looked lethargic.
I mean, he played incredible in the Ravens game the first time. He played great in the Bills game. I mean, those 2 interceptions. I mean, one gets batted at the line of scrimmage. The other one, he's trying to throw a screen. It slips out of his hand. He still threw for a bazillion yards, a bunch of touchdowns.
Right.
This was the first time he played bad. There was a reporter, I sent to you on the
coming
group
off
chat.
of sad comments this past week, too.
Yeah, and there was a reporter, it's like, talking about his declining play, and I'm like, you idiot. Like, there should be a class on questions and how to ask them in a press conference. Like, declining play?
Mm-hmm.
He's gone through some injuries, but when he's been on the field, been a dog.
Very good.
Like, what are we talking? Declining play? And good on Joe for answering, like, declining play. Like, I haven't been declining at all. Like, I've been playing really good. Because a lot of times, players in that situation, well, we want to be better. Like, I got to get back in the lab. Or, I'm glad that Joe's like, no, what are you talking about? That was a bad question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just, we're all rooting for him, obviously. And he every time he's out on the field, I know he's dealt with a lot of stuff on the field, and I think he's said it in interviews, going through stuff off the field. So whatever it is, Mr. Burrow, we hope that you figure it out, find a little joy, because it's just I'm just a little sad that he's a little depressed right now.
I feel really bad for him. I mean, you can't control the amount of injuries that you've had, and that's really what's holding him back. Despite, I mean, he's great, and then you're on the Bengals, which doesn't help. Like,
his offensive line, since he's been in the NFL, has been 28th or worse in pass protection.
Mm-hmm. No, good.
Win rate.
Great.
Win rate.
Well, that's what happens. I mean, we talked about it when he lobbied to get his top 2 receivers signed and get paid big contract.
I get that, but they spent a lot of money in free agency on the offensive line. They've drafted offensive linemen high.
Not done it well.
So that, I hear you, but that hasn't been the reason. They've put resources into the O-line. They've got multiple first-round picks, multiple free agent signings.
And not only are they not playing well, they also don't seem to have a backbone either. He got hit a couple late times yesterday, and usually it's your job. Usually linemen, as long as it's not a game-defining situation, usually linemen have the autonomy to defend their quarterback, even if it costs them a penalty.
Yeah.
And, you didn't even see any inkling of that. I think you had one lineman, point at a guy's face or something after he hit him late and, talk trash and all that stuff. But, usually at least one time, you're going to defend your guy and get in a fight. It's kind of like back in the enforcer in hockey. It protects their star guy. Like a lineman, you got to be an enforcer. So, okay, you're trying your hardest at the actual football portion, and you're not great because you're giving up a lot of sacks. At least defend him after the whistle.
Yeah. It might be time for Zach Taylor to go, too.
Oh yeah.
It's time for Zach Taylor to go last year.
He needs to.
And I get the T. Higgins and Jamar Chase paying them a lot, but I feel like even before they were paying
the O-line sucks for a long time.
So I don't know. I'd rather you pay your weapons that you do have.
Yep.
But he's in a bad position.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him. Someone on Twitter last night said that we need the original Olivia back.
Oh yeah, that's right. He went from Olivia to I forgot about that.
Yeah. And he mentioned it. I don't know Joe well enough to know what he's talking about, but I mean that is a lot. You've been with somebody for that long, and then things change in his
Yeah.
life.
Well, I hope he finds that happiness, finds that joy back. And I know winning would help a lot, but it doesn't help everything off the field. So whatever you're dealing with, Joe, I know you're listening.
Yeah, we love you.
Also in the chat here,
I love you the
by
most
for
out of
chat, people are
everybody.
saying he needs Alondra to fix him.
It's true. So hit me
Bring
up.
us
if
some
you
joy.
Yeah.
Hit me up.
Hit me up, Joe. I'll bring you back to life real quick.
Joe Brady, next Bengals head coach. Well, he gets nominated for every other job.
he'll
I mean,
be-
at least
he'll be
this
the
one's
Vegas.
not college.
Yeah.
So this one actually makes more
This
sense.
actually would be kind of cool.
I'm
He'll be
good with
top
it.
3 in the Vegas betting odds for whatever job comes available. For
Sacramento
sure.
State, Joe Brady, minus 200.
Brady and then Gruden will be in there somewhere.
Now Marcus Freeman's starting to pop up
Yeah.
in all
In
of
the
them.
pro, yeah.
God, I would
Yeah.
love it so much if Marcus Freeman left.
Oh, did
He
we?
does.
My man Marcus was catching some strays on the old X from his
He's-
hairline.
Yeah. The hairline.
Say that
tweaks
again?
are-
So,
Hairline.
he had, the hairline kind of
Okay. Touched up a little bit.
drawn in.
Okay, touched
painted
up.
in,
Maybe a
touched
little
up a little
dye.
bit. A little
Sure.
dye on there. And
Got his Bosley.
went a little, no, it wasn't real hair. It went a little
Aggressive.
little
with it.
heavy on it.
Okay.
A little heavy on
Got
it.
it.
And I don't know if it was the lights in the auditorium there for the Heisman ceremony, but
Yeah.
it was out there. And then people,
Yeah.
like
it's,
social media does, were roasting him a bit.
it's a little bit of like, it's kind of like man makeup, Like I think girls always say,
Yeah.
like the point of the good makeup makes, like, you don't notice that it's on. It's just
Yeah.
there. I think the hairline paint.
Yeah. Are y'all looking at it right now?
Yeah.
Somebody compared him to
I'd say
Jalen Rose and said who has the worst fake hairline in sports.
Dude, I like my guy. So great defensive coordinator for a long time, but Dom Capers always had a good little spray on.
Oh, yeah, he did.
No. Yeah, got a little sweaty, started running a little bit.
At what point do you just own it?
Well, I mean, I don't like it.
I mean,
for Marcus, like his hairline's not bad.
I'd like to
No.
get a little. I'd like to get a
I
little
paused
man
this.
makeup.
This is a video
He's still got some lettuce up
that
there.
I paused. You can really see it right here.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that ain't good.
That's
Well,
a-
it's the
that's a
lights,
bad
the
one.
studio lights.
know.
I
That's
told
what-
him
that's why I
those
picked
studio
this one.
lights.
You
got it.
Studio lights.
He has great cheekbones though.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Very
he
handsome.
doesn't
Man.
need
Like he
that.
doesn't
so
need it.
handsome.
He doesn't need to do that. You're handsome.
Like so handsome.
I want to get the man makeup back here. This little spot right there. Maybe take one of them trips to Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
I saw a picture the other day. It was like
Can they
someone was
sponsor
like,
it?
"Tell me you're on a flight to Turkey without telling me you're on a flight." It's just a plane full of bald guys. We do the show from there
From Turkey?
with a big old swollen
Sales.
scalp.
If you're listening,
We got any?
do the show from Turkey.
Let's go.
I'm down.
That feels like a very expensive trip.
I need to
It
get
sure
a
does.
passport.
Yeah, probably not doing that.
Yeah.
Just keep wearing these hats and hoodies.
That's fair. All right. We'll take a break, wrap it up. We'll ask the bench when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench. Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB. Always a reminder, when your industrial project has to be done right, you turn to Pala. For over 50 years, Pala has been the leader in industrial construction, tank fabrication, and specialty welding across the Gulf South. So, from API certified storage tanks to pressure vessels to full turnkey maintenance and construction, Pala delivers quality, safety, and craftsmanship you can trust. With nearly 100,000 square feet of fabrication capacity right here in Louisiana, they're built to handle your biggest challenges. You can learn more at palagroup.com. We always talk about Pala. Over 50 years, the only call, palagroup.com. A little breaking news in college football. It is official. DJ Lagway, Florida quarterback, has put himself in the transfer portal.
Portal.
DJ Lagway, Sam Levitt.
Sam Levitt.
Sam Levitt.
Sam Levitt.
Pretty quick.
Unless DJ comes here, then I'll be excited for him.
Is Levitt in the portal?
It's rumored, right?
I mean,
Officially?
like unofficially
the way
official.
Dillingham talks, he is.
Oh, okay.
He actually skipped the Arizona State team banquet, and that's how they
Ooh.
found out. So
Yikes.
like,
But the portal window's not open, so can you officially or
Oh,
can you
I-
just like commit?
Yeah,
to
You
the
could
sorry.
just commit
I guess I
to
should have
it.
said,
Okay.
did he say he's going to?
There's no like big green button they push on their profile that says
Yeah.
What's wild in college now is you're seeing teams put out a player that played on their team last year re-sign with the school, and they put out him signing papers like with re-signed in the background.
Well,
USC
I saw
did
that.
it.
Yeah,
Committed.
Wait, the Lenore Sellers. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about the other USC?
The other USC.
Okay, so
yeah.
I did see a Lenora Sellers tweet that's like they're supposed to come to an agreement tonight, and I'm like, what do you mean an agreement? Just freaking come back.
Contract extension.
No, I know, but like that's just so stupid.
Yeah.
They said Lane can fix him. Lane can do anything.
I'll be honest, like with the style of quarterback that I think Lane's offense calls for, I think Sam Levitt would be a better option than Bryce Underwood or DJ Lack.
Got to move a little bit.
I mean, the sample size for Underwood.
Here's a teaser for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Colton Joseph in the portal. We'll talk about him.
What y'all cooking tonight for this cold weather? That's a question. Ask the bench.
Lasagna soup.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, that sounds
I might
good.
go minestrone.
Lasagna soup.
Go minestrone soup.
I might defrost the gumbo I made 2 weeks ago. I like to freeze it in little baggies and like have it.
Yeah.
We'll bring it out for like a night.
Tay-Tay?
I have no idea.
That was a
Whatever
dynamic
Victoria
answer.
makes.
Hey, go
Wow.
sports.
I mean,
All right.
Go sports. Go team. We love y'all.
Love y'all.
See you tomorrow.
Off the bench.
Speaking of go to Rouse's.
Speaking of love,
Rouse's.com. That's a website. Yes, it is.
Yeah. It's a grocery store, though, Jake.
It doesn't matter. You know why we give it? We want them to find the location nearest them. We also want them to see the weekly ads they've got right there on the homepage of the website. All those incredible savings. You got a holiday party? Be the winner of the holiday party. How are you going to win? You go to Rouse's. What do you do when you go to Rouse's? You pick up all of your holiday meals. We're talking about everything from the main entree to all the side dishes to the desserts to
Christmas
the
ham.
beverages. They got those. You better go pick them up from your employees.
Yep. You better get the hams before I do.
You better also get the My High before it's gone.
Well, that's probably, might be sold out by noon every single day, so you better get over there quick. It's Christmas, and we got Christmas parties. You got all the Christmas dishes, the traditions. Make sure you're going to Rouse's. Support the grocery store that supports Louisiana each and every single day. Visit your local Rouse's today.